Look at this. Look at this. Merch. We have merch now. Nice size studio merch. Yeah. I'm a backwards hat kind of guy. Okay. So, oh my god. Same video, same outfit, same setting. You're watching this. It is Tuesday, October 29th. We are going to talk today about your pre-launch strategy. Now, if you're a technical founder right now and you have been putting off launching because you're waiting for the right time, or just marketing in general just seems very cringe, or just, I don't want to do this. I hate marketing. I'm just going to keep building a better app. You're in a trap, my friend. You are stuck in the trap. And I want to kind of, hopefully this video that we're going to talk about here will take away, what's a good way to put it? Take the pressure off. Take the, we're going to break a couple myths in this video to show you that, yes, you can launch. Your launch doesn't have to be insane. Your features don't have to be a 2.0 version of your app. It can just be a small little 1.1 version of your app. And I'm going to show you that all you need to do are make 4 mini videos that are going to push your customers to pay attention to your startup, pay attention to what your update is about, and get them to pull out their credit card and become paying users. That's what you want. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to talk about launching your startup when you have absolutely nothing. No customers, no email list, no fancy production setup, and definitely no marketing experience. Maybe you're the technical founder watching this who has a lot of coding knowledge, but you cringe at the idea of marketing altogether. But here's the good news. You don't need any of that to have a successful launch. In fact, most founders fail because they focus on all the wrong things. And I'm going to show you exactly how to structure your pre-launch content so that you can have everything in place for your next feature launch, no matter how big or how small the update is. And stick around until the very end because what I'm about to share completely transformed how I think about launching products. But first, let me clear something up. If you're worried about being on camera, I understand. If you're worried about your accent, I get it. If you're worried about looking unprofessional, don't worry about it. I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs who have all had these same exact fears. It's all in your head. Your audience loves you, and they are full of kind and understanding people. Anyone out there who's making a good attempt in growing their business has the respect of any audience. Here's what actually matters. Your understanding of the problem that you're solving, your authenticity in presenting it, and your willingness to show up and help your audience. Everything else is just noise. So what I'm going to share next is probably going to challenge everything that you've been told about launching a product. Let's talk about what we're not going to do with this launch. Forget about your mission statement, forget about your brand guidelines, forget about hiring a launch guru, and please, for the love of God, forget about a target audience analysis. None of these actually convert customers, and none of that matters right now. Instead, we're going to focus on things that actually work. Telling a story that makes your potential customer feel understood. We're creating 4 mini videos that will drive your launch, and we're going to use the framework that's been proven to work in online marketing for decades. It's called PAS, Problem, Agitate, Solve. But I will say, let's pause. The first video in this sequence, it's one that most founders get completely wrong, but if you get it right, everything else falls into place. The first video is the problem. This is where you tell your founder story, but not in the way that most people tell it. Instead, you're going to focus on the moment you discovered your industry's boogeyman, the hidden problem that nobody's talking about. So here's your structure. Start with the exact moment where you discovered something wrong in your industry. Describe what you saw that was happening. Explain how it affected you personally, and then share a specific failure that you experienced because of this problem. Make us feel the emotional weight of that failure, and then reveal what's at stake if this problem doesn't get solved. So pump the brakes a little bit. This video isn't about your solution. It's about making people feel understood. They'll hear your story and relate it to their own. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to structure this to make it work every single time. Pre-launch video number 2, the agitation. This is where we dig deeper into the problem. Start by recapping video 1, and then reveal how that problem gets worse than most people realize. Paint a picture of what happens if nothing else changes. Use specific examples from your own experience. Talk about late nights trying to solve this problem, talk about missed opportunities because of this problem, and talk about the toll that it's taken on your work, your life, and your relationship. I want you to share 3 specific ways that this problem shows up. The first one is the obvious surface level pain that everyone can see. The next one is the hidden cost that most people don't realize until it's too late. And then the last one is the emotional toll that nobody talks about. But I want you to kind of end with a glimmer of hope. We don't want to be too doom and gloom with this video. A hint that there might be a better way. So now for the next part, this is where it gets interesting. The solution video, this is video number 3. This is where you finally reveal your product. but not with a feature list. This is not a Steve Jobs keynote. Instead, show the transformation. Remember those problems that you just outlined. Show exactly how your solution addresses each one. Here's the key though. Pick your top 4 features. Not 10 features, 4 of your best, top, juiciest, best features. And I want you to rank them by how much they impact your customer's life. Show each one how it solves a specific problem that you mentioned in video 1 and 2. This isn't about the technology. This isn't about innovation. This is about transformation. Pay close attention to what comes next, because this is where founders accidentally sabotage their own launch. So pay attention right here. Pre-launch video number 4. This is the hype trailer. If you were to put this video up on Product Hunt, this would be your Product Hunt trailer. So keep it under 60 seconds. You should have one clear takeaway from this video, and that's your launch date. Use clips from videos 1, 2, and 3, add some music, add some energy. This isn't about information, this is about emotion. So let's talk about what you need beforehand before you make this hype trailer. Your top 4 features ranked by impact, a clear map of the problem that you're solving, real examples of your own experience, and that's it. You don't need fancy cameras, you don't need professional lighting, you don't need AI narration or motion graphics, and you don't need that corporate polish on your video. Just your laptop's webcam and you and your authentic voice. Record your screen using Screen.studio, and apps like CapCut can basically edit these trailers for you. Now let's address some of the obstacles that you might be facing with making these 4 videos. Yes, putting yourself on camera is scary. Yes, showing your work before it's perfect is uncomfortable, but here's what's scarier: launching to silence, or building something that nobody actually wants. The reality about pre-launch content is this: your audience isn't judging you based on your production quality, they're judging you on whether or not you understand their problem. They're judging you on whether or not you care about what problem you're actually solving. And they're judging you on whether or not they can trust you to help them. That's it. Everything else is just a distraction. The technical aspects are very simple. Find a quiet room, find a window with some natural sunlight, speak to the camera like you're talking to a friend. If you mess up, keep going. You can cut out the ums and ahs using AI editing apps. Authenticity beats perfection every single time. Your launch content strategy comes down to this: show that you understand the problem better than anyone else, show that you care about solving it more than anyone else, and show that you're committed to helping your audience overcome it. Everything else is optional. Before we wrap up, I'm going to share one last insight that took me years to discover, and it's probably not what you expect. This is what I learned. Go and record a 60-second video about the moment you discovered your industry's problem. Don't edit it, don't script it, just tell it like you're talking to a friend on a FaceTime call. Post it and see what resonates. That's how you start building momentum for your launch. Remember, your launch doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real. It needs to connect. It needs to show your potential customers that you understand their pain. Stop trying to look big and start trying to look human, because right now, that's your biggest advantage. So that's it for today. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button. Check out our training down below in the YouTube links. And if you want the 10 emails that will grow your SaaS, click the link down below, and I'll see you guys on the inside.